Hello, this is Miss Cruz again. Was wondering how are you today? It's everybody okay? I'm so happy to share this class with you. And remember, you need to pay attention and you need to be a good listener. Now, the day for today it's May 12th and the year is 2020. The subject is phonics. So if you have your books, your pencil, and your notebook, make sure that you write everything down. Make sure that you understand the lesson for today. This is a very simple lesson. It is not complicated and it is easy to remember. So let's start the class. Page number 2, prefixes, unit B and 3. So last week we talked about prefix. And the definition, it's a prefix, it's a letter or letters added to the beginning of a word. The prefix can be one letter or more than one letter that are added at the beginning of a base word. So here we have the prefix unit B and 3. And when we talk about this prefix, we are talking about numbers. Now, the prefix uni means one or single, as in unicorn. Unicorn. You see the red letters at the beginning of the word corn? Unicorn. Okay, we add a prefix to the word corn, and the result is going to be unicorn. And when you talk about unit, you are talking about one or single. Now here we have a sentence as an example. The uniform is color red and yellow. The second prefix is B. Means two, twice, or every two, as in bi-weekly. The prefix bi means two, twice, or every two, as in bi-weekly. And the sentence is, after our bi-monthly test, we will learn about dinosaurs. If you notice, the prefix B, it's in color red. The next prefix is 3. 3 means 3 or 3 times as in triangle. Triangle. We add the prefix 3 to the word angle. So, and the word is going to be triangle. Even though the 3 brothers look nothing alike, they were still triples. Triples. Okay, so here on this page, we have the prefix unit, which means one, bi, which means two, and 3, which means 3. And here are some examples where this prefix are being used in a word or in a sentence. So it's a very easy lesson, and memorize what does the meaning of each prefix is. Now let's go to page number 3. Okay, this is the third page of this video. Prefix. But now we are talking about different prefix. This is me, miss, this, and. And here we're going to find out what this prefix means. Okay, so don't forget that last week we talked about prefixes, and now we are continue talking about prefixes. So you need to memorize of the prefixes. What does the prefix means, and when are you going to use them? So let's start with the prefix me. Means in the middle of, as in mid-air. And here we have a sentence as an example. The clock struck midnight. Do you see that the prefix me, it's in color red, midnight. It's the word, the base word, it's night, and we have the prefix mid, so the result is going to be midnight. The next one is the prefix miss, means bad, wrong, or opposite of, as in mishandle. They were upset because they misfortune. They were upset by their misfortune. Here we have a sentence that includes a prefix and a base word, misfortune. The next one is the prefix this, means no or opposite of, as in disapprove. What did you discover? What did you discover? So, let's do a fast review. Mid means in the middle of. Miss means bad, wrong, or opposite of. This means not or opposite of. And the prefix "an" means in or to make, as in interest. This food is enriched with vitamins. This food is enriched with vitamins. So here we have some example sentences, and we have some word where you can find a prefixes and a base word. Okay. Mid means in the middle of. Miss means bad, wrong, or opposite of. This means no or opposite of. And "and" means in or to make. So here we have a brief explanation how to use the prefix in the sentence that include the prefix me, miss, this, and "and" as an example. Okay, now if you don't have any question, let's move to the next page. Okay, the topic for this lesson is prefixes. So here we are going to talk about the prefixes pos, non, and co. And here we have the meaning of the prefix and how to use it in a sentence. Okay, so make sure that you are with me. Make sure that you pay attention and follow Mr.'s instructions. The prefix pos means coming after in time or order, as in post-war, post-day, and postpone. The sentence is, the glaciers melted, so we are living in a post-glacial period. Pos means coming after in time or order. And here we have post-glacial, postpone, post-day, post-war. We have some base words that you have the prefix pos. Then we have the prefix non. Non means no. without or opposite of, as in non-living, non-metal, and non-sense. And the sentence is jobs for non-skilled worker are scarce. The next prefix is co. Co means with or together, as in co-pilot, co-equal, and co-president. We were co-winners of the race. So we talk about prefixes pos, non, and co. Pos means coming after in time or order. Non means not, without or opposite of. Co means with or together. And then you have some words as an example with a prefix included, and then you have a sentence. So let's memorize all of this and make sure that you know how to use it and what does the prefix means, and try to use then in a sentence. So let's move to the next page, page number 5, and there we are going to find about more prefix. Okay, now we are here on page number 5. We're still talking about prefixes. This is a lesson that we studied last week, and this week we're still studying the prefixes. So remember, a prefixes, it's a letter or letters that are added at the beginning of a base word. So the prefix inter, that's the prefix that we have here. The prefix inter means among or between. Intergenerational means between generations. The prefix im and ear means no. The prefix im and ear means no. Impolite means no polite. And irrelevance means no relevant. Remember, the prefix are in red color. You use in with base word that begins with MB or P. And you use ear with base word that begins with R. So the rule is telling us that if you have a base word that starts with M, P, or P, you are going to use the prefix im. For example, the word perfect, it starts with the letter P. So you are going to use the prefix im because that's the information that we have here. So the word is going to be imperfect. Okay, let's do another example for the prefix ear. If you have a base word that begins with R, you're going to use the prefix ear. What about rational? Rational starts with the letter R. So you are going to use the prefix ear, and the word is going to be irrational. Irrational. So make sure that you remember this, because it's important that when you see a base word that starts or begin with the letter M, B, or P, you are going to use the prefix in. And if you have a word that begins with the letter R, you're going to use the prefix ear. Remember, im and ear are prefix and they means no. They means the same. Okay, the next prefix, it's the prefix semi. Semi means half or partially. Semi-transparent means partially transparent. Semi-transparent means partially transparent. Semi means half or partly. Im and ear means node. And the prefix inter means amounts or between. So don't forget about this. And remember, watch the video 2, 3, 4, 5 times because you need to remember all this information. Okay? Now, this is the last prefix that we are going to study today because the next page I will explain you the homework. Okay? Okay, page number 6. This is the last page of the video. And here I'm going to explain you the homework. So the homework is going to be very simple. And the only two things that you need to do is you need to review the video. It's important that you see the video more than one time. You have to review the video. Make sure that you go to the video and review the video 1, 2, or 3 times. Make sure that you understand the prefix, how they work, what they mean, how you can use them in a sentence. Okay, here you have like 12 or more, I think, prefix that you can use. You need to understand what they mean and when are you going to use them. After you review the video, you need to complete the worksheet. There is going to be a worksheet attached to the video. Make sure that you download the worksheet and make sure that you copy or print it and work neat and tidy in this worksheet. Okay? Follow the instructions, read carefully, and make sure that when you complete any of the sentences, make sure that it makes sense. Okay, so this is going to be all for today. The phonics class is over, and I will see you tomorrow. Take good care of your body, of your mind, and be a good child. Remember to pray every day and ask Jesus for protection, mercy, and our daily bread. Take good care of your family, and I miss you, and I will see you very soon. Okay? God bless you. Bye-bye.